Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do the Slay Glam Box unboxing for the month of July. I'm gonna say July. Yeah, I'm excited. I want to do this unboxing, try these things out. I think I saw maybe 1 or 2 spoilers. I didn't get around to doing the actual spoiler videos, which kind of sucks because I have been busy. But let's see what's inside. The first item in the box is this right here, and it says, "Oh Wow Brush Blender," okay, by Cailyn Cosmetics. And I had a sponge ready to go, but I guess I will wet this one and see, does it grow when you wet it? It reminds me of the Juno & Co ones. I mean, there's nothing like super special about the shape because I already have something with this shape. I like trying new things, and if it's coming in a subscription service, that's even better. So we're gonna play around with this. I'll let you guys know how I like it. We also received this kit over here. It's a 4-piece kit, and it's the Goddess Kit by Manicadar. It is a brow kit. I like that you do get a series of brow shades, which is awesome because not everyone can use the same shade. And then you have some highlight shades. And then there's some stencils. I don't know that I want to play around with those stencils. I don't see myself using it. So I am just going to set the whole thing to the side, if I'm honest. I already have a spoolie that I received in a previous box. This brow brush I will not be using for my brows because my brows are pretty thin, and this brush is kind of thick. It came with a dual-sided pencil. Now this is kind of amazing. I do have something not by the Manicadar brand, but I do have something extremely similar to this. So basically what you can do with this brush is fill in your brows really nicely, follow up with the powder just to kind of fill in those sparse areas. And then you use the kind of cream shade on the bottom of your brow to clean it out. You can also use it on the top. So essentially this is your concealer for your brows. You can definitely use the brow brush if you end up not using it to fill in your brows to kind of clean out the edges and blend out this cream shade. I'm actually going to set this whole set to the side because I'm thinking this might be something that I can give to somebody. But I think this is amazing for those of you who are trying to learn like what brow shades work for you. This is freaking amazing. I also received this dual pan here. It is called the 3-in-1 Color Shadow Blush. So I guess you can use this to contour, shadow, and as a blusher. And this is also by Manicadar. If I could just open this baby, you know, I can show you guys what it looks like. This is what the 2 pans look like. Personally, that highlight shade is so pretty. I'm going to swatch that. It reminds me of Kitten, right? By Too Faced. It's so pretty. Okay. So the highlight shade is pretty. I think this is a very nice contour shade for me. However, this is so small. This is so small. How can I fit a full-on brush to contour with this? I don't know. We're going to figure this out. I received this Cailyn Cosmetics Bullet Lipstick. Look how pretty this nude is. This is one of those nudes that if I'm going to use it, I need to use a lip liner with, but I'm okay with that. And this is in the shade 17. Let me swatch her. Kind of reminds me of Myth a little bit. It's a little pinkier than Myth. Myth has a little bit of yellow, and if you don't know what Myth is like an OG lipstick by MAC. Yeah, Myth is a little more on the yellow side. This is a little more pinky, but it is a pretty nude. I will be playing around with this today. And last but not least, this is the palette that was included in this month's box. It is the Doe Color Dream in color 15 color eyeshadow palette. And okay, and when you open her up, you have full-on color. So I am going to create a look with this. I have no clue because I have green on and there's no green in here. I'm wondering, should I do a pop of color or should I do like my basic golds, neutrals kind of look? I did run out to the bathroom and dampened the sponge. It gets a little bigger. It's not like this huge crazy difference, and it just, I don't like, it's not a very stiff sponge. It's a nice alternative to the Juno & Co. I'm just like still debating because that price point is not that serious. Like you can get the Juno & Co much cheaper. But if you can get this in a subscription box, I'd say just have at it because it kind of feels like it. And then we are going to pump some of the foundation. I did prime my skin, and let's see how she applies my foundation. Okay, so blending wise, it did a really good job. I have really no complaints, and it did not absorb all of my foundation while I was applying it on one side. The two pumps worked really well all over the face. The foundation I used is the Face Tape by Tarte. This is the 47S, and it just blended out really well. I generally, for this foundation, if I wanted like a medium to full coverage, I would definitely do the two pumps, and the two pumps worked. So that is awesome. This sponge is actually nice. I'm not complaining at all whatsoever. I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to use this baby bronzer here to bronze. I mean, this is the frustrating part. It looks like a good shade, but it's like I have to get, this is the smallest brush I can use to contour and even bronze, and it's just, I gotta make it fit. Okay, let's see. That's a nice shade for me. It's a really good shade. I just wish it was bigger, at least, you know, in a regular sized half moon pan situation, because this is gonna take forever. Now let's move on and play around with the highlight. That one's a little more like, I don't know, feasible to kind of get into the pan, because usually highlight brushes are kind of fluffy and rounded, so it makes it a little easier to get into the pan, even if it's small. And you don't really need to pick up a lot of highlight usually, because if a highlighter is good, it picks up really fast. Now let's get into playing around with the eyeshadow, because I know you guys are curious as to what it is that I'm going to do with it, and honestly, I don't know. So I feel like what I want to do is I am going to use this shade over here, which is like a bone shade, and I am going to set my primer and blend that out a little bit, because I think we're going to use some color today, guys. I'm going to use this coral shade over here. I'm going to apply that on the crease. I think I'm going to use the yellow also. So I'm going to take that shade. That is so pretty. You know, coral on me looks orangey, but like mixed in with some pink. Okay, so we're going to blend this in. These shades are really pigmented. I do have a little bit of fallout with the white, and now I'm seeing a little bit with this corally shade, but nothing too bad. I took a little bit of that yellow, so I dived into this yellow, and I am applying that on the outer portion, so up to the brow bone, and I'm blending that out. I really did want to use that yellow. I think it's really pretty. These shades are super pigmented, and they blend out really well. So there's not a lot of work and a lot of fuss that's involved in this. I decided to go back in and apply that coral shade all over the lid. I'm going to go in and do a wing. I feel like two bright shades, one neon, one not, is more than enough for today. I think I want to use this shade over here just to kind of tie it all together, tone it down just a little bit. So I'm going to apply that on the lower portion of my eyes. All right, now let's move on to the lips. I am going to use, just because I have it in front of me, the Bare Minerals lip liner in Thistle. And I'm going to apply that in conjunction with the bullet lipstick that they sent over. Let's see how this baby applies and looks on the lips. I am only going to dab it into place, because it is a very pale shade. I blended it in with my lip liner. It looks really good. I like the shade, and again, I think it works really well with the eyes. I've given you my thoughts throughout the entire video. Personally, I think this makeup is really fun. I did like every single item. I was pleasantly surprised with this sponge, because it is a good dupe. It's a more expensive dupe. I keep saying it because it's true, but it's a very good dupe to the Juno & Co sponges. So if you do get this subscription service, and it just so happens that you haven't grabbed a Juno & Co sponge, then this gives you a taste of what the Juno & Co sponges feel like, work like, and all that jazz. The only item that I was just like, was the brow kit, only because I know I'm not going to use it. I think it's creative. I think it's fun. I think that a lot of people will benefit from receiving it in their subscription service. However, me, not so much. That's why I'm going to give it away. But Mana Couture has really great products. There are many products that I have tried that I actually have loved. The eyeshadow palette I liked. It is really bright, but you know what? I think color can be really fun if you kind of play around with it and mix colors properly. I did like how blendable, I liked how pigmented they were. They weren't difficult to work with, and the fallout was very minimal. So I really enjoyed it. I actually do like this look very much. Let me know down below what you guys think about this month's box. Do you think it was a hit or a miss? Alright guys, that is a wrap up for this video. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your day to spend with me, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye guys. Hey guys, before you go, don't forget to follow me on my social media platforms, which you'll find here on screen. Also, if you've enjoyed this video, then make sure you check out the other videos that are popping up on the screen. I am sure you're gonna enjoy those as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.